Okay, in this video we're going to look at the constructions required in Concept 8.2. So the first construction required was to build an equilateral triangle. And we talked about equilateral triangles early in the year, and you've actually talked about them before. Equilateral, all sides equal. Think of it as all sides the same length. In this particular equilateral triangle, they want it to be 3 centimeters long. So from 3 to 6 is 3 centimeters. Now you might say, why didn't I measure from 0? I could certainly measure from 0 to 3. That would also be 3. I just find it easier sometimes to use the center of the ruler. Then we need a couple of 60-degree angles. So we place on the line, and we're going to make a mark at 60 degrees. There's a 60-degree angle right there. You can see if I take that protractor away now, I've got a mark for a 60-degree angle. So let me get my ruler back out, and we rotate it. And this is a little bit trickier on mine than it is on yours. It's easier to rotate it when you're doing it by hand. I'm not quite there, am I? Put it at the end and rotate it just a little bit more. There we go. Move it down. All right, so now we need to draw the line that goes with that. So there's a line. And this particular line, I'm not going to worry about how long it is. That might be longer than 3 centimeters. I'm not going to worry about that because I'll just do some erasing at the end. All right, so now I bring my protractor back, put it on the other edge, put a mark at 60 degrees, move it out of the way, bring my ruler back, rotate it the other direction. Yeah, the ruler is kind of funky when it comes to rotating the ruler. It's easier for you to rotate it on yours. Right about there, I think. How close are we? We're pretty close. Let's back a little bit. All right. I'm going to draw another line. Oh, you know what? I started drawing to the wrong place. Excuse me. I'm going to draw the line over to that dot. So you have to keep track of where your dots are. So now I'm going to draw a line to that dot. Let's just get that set up a little closer. All right. So now I'm going to draw a line to that dot. Take that all the way out of the way. Actually, let's not. Let's go back and measure. Do those lines end up being 3 centimeters long? You bet. 9 to 6 is 3. And let me rotate the ruler around, bring it back up. There's another 9 to 6 is 3, or if you want to measure it from 0 to 3, 0 to 3. Now let's check that last angle to see if we ended up with a 60-degree angle. So we need to rotate our protractor so we can place it on one of the lines. And we need to rotate it just a little bit further. There you go. And we can see our line runs out through 60 degrees. So the last thing we always want to do, let me go ahead and put these away. The last thing that we want to do is we want to label. Well, actually, we're going to label after we erase. I'm going to erase this down. I'm going to erase this down because, again, my lines are only supposed to be 3 centimeters long. So I'm going to erase till I get down to that. And then we want to label what we have. We don't want people having to guess. So this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees. Outside, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. All right, so that's your work on number 6. On number 7, it says, draw a quadrilateral with one set of parallel sides and 2 right angles. I don't need a protractor for this, but I do need my ruler. So I'm going to take my ruler, and I am going to draw a line. I'm going to make that line 4 centimeters long. It doesn't matter what I make it, but I'm going to make it 4 centimeters. Then I'm going to bring my ruler down, and I'm going to make another line that's 4 centimeters long. Now I have two lines that are parallel to one another. I can go ahead, put my ruler over, and draw one line down to connect those, and that's going to create 2 right angles. Now I made these two lines the same length, and I'm going to erase one of them a little bit. Doesn't matter which one I erase, because what I want to do when I make the next connector, I need something that is not going to give me a right angle. So I'm going to draw one more line like so, take my ruler away, and now what I have are 2 90-degree angles, 2 lines that are parallel, and a closed figure. And you can see my closed figure didn't quite close, so we'll just do that. So that's the idea. Now, it doesn't matter what direction that goes. It could go like that. It could go like that, like so. It could be longer, could be wider, could be shorter. It doesn't matter, because all of those fit the 2 qualifications: 1 set of parallel lines and 2 right angles. So you're going to see this question one more time, plus you'll have an intervention opportunity if you need it. So don't hesitate. Be sure you ask questions if you're not sure how to make these figures.